Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm just being lazy. I'm getting ready. I switched jobs, so now I go in a little bit later. I go in around, I'm having a little lazy morning. Guy came and bought my, old motorcycle I was trying to get rid of. I gave it to him for dirt cheap. Traded me a, Fender acoustic guitar and a little bit of money. So I'm glad to get that out of there, but I'm listening to this guy who sets up these unbelievable, he's doing some flat earth stuff. And, see, this is why it's so important, guys. I actually heard somebody touch upon the fact that the way perception and reality are different from each other, that the earth is flat and a globe at the same time, or round, you gotta be able to wrap your head around stuff not being definable. People are funny, man. You try to teach them, and I've observed this cognitive dissonance stuff, and it's like, it's not about proving the world flat or round, guys. This is the most beautiful, amazing, wonderful thing that's ever happened to humanity, and people joke about it and belittle people. And I'm disgusted with, the level of people's integrity these days to shame each other. And, I'm not a social justice warrior. It's not about that shit. You have to do it for yourself. If you love yourself and you respect yourself, the world should respect you too. And the whole point of me shooting this video, I'm listening to their video still while I'm shooting this, because I just wanted to have a cup of coffee and continue to wake up, and I felt the urge to give you guys a little something. This guy's got a handle on things. He's in Edinburgh, Scotland or something. You can look it up after you watch this, but it's very important that people don't even know what, they don't realize that they're just grasping onto belief after belief, and not, the part of this that was so important to me. And I can tell you guys 1,000%, it has empowered my life. It has raised the quality of my life. Probably, I would honestly say, fucking 500-fold, 1,000-fold. Not just 100% better. I lost my mother and my father, and, I wasn't in any shape. I was gaining my first part ownership of a business. I lost that too. I lost everything, man. And I almost drank myself to death after. I couldn't take it no more. But see, what happened was, I was so frustrated with living like that, and you take these beliefs, and you just have to, oh yeah, dude, and it's like, no, dude. For me to heal, I had to come to know, man. That's what I'm saying. To come to know and understand your surroundings, your emotions, what you want in life, where you're heading. People only spend moments thinking about those things when they're the most important things that you should be pondering upon constantly. I am constantly preparing my mind. I'm, with this information and just searching for truth and, God and truth, and, you have to just come to know things for what they are yourself. My girlfriend suffered from the same thing, and it was very, very important, and I see why she suffered so much, because she's such a wonderful, loving person. Almost too much, and I had to tell her, baby, you got to... That's why it's so bad for you to ask everyone, or somebody to show you and teach you, and, everybody has the ability to figure things out and come to know them for what they are, guys. When you put all your faith and belief in something that's not real, that affects your actions daily, and it gives you complacency. Um, it takes away from your own personal engagement and connection with life and the world and community. Um, you know, I hope I didn't lose sound. I'm gonna put on some new sound, but we're losing. There's a big disconnection. There's a big deal there. There's a big deal there. And I've been battling a cold. I've been going through a lot, but there was something about it, guys, that I wanted to come to know for real. The world around me. Like, it's all good to use an assumption for a second. It's all good to do that, but you can't fold it in. It's just so hard. Okay, guys, it's like it's like a brain teaser or some type of puzzle like that, man. Like the real good ones that people can't get all of them. Get it? The whole world is designed up like a big brain teaser, and the reason it's so successful is because of our willingness to want to feel that everything's figured out and that there is no uncertainty or need to keep communicating and coming to know your surroundings. So basically, we just, that's what it is, man. There's just a big disconnect. I see a lot of the young people suffering. I don't know what it's like because I always was immune to this type of indoctrination and brainwashing from the start, from a small child, and I could explain that to you guys, with the defiance. And that also led me down a hell road of punishment. But I got to the finish line. And I made it back. And I started talking with God and having that personal relationship that I felt. Stay far away from a robed man or church or any of that. I'm sorry. It's just, you're giving it all up to somebody else at that point. Everyone has the power. I go on rants sometimes out in public with people. I'm like, you don't understand. You're all free and divine and sovereign, and it's up to you. You're putting yourself. Everyone's. Pardon me. Nobody should have to hear that. But God, it's been a week, man. A week. Now I'm going into my new job, trying to battle this shit. It's been rough. Check out the guide, and I'm not even gonna, Edinburgh, Scotland, you look that up, some flat earth activism. I really liked how he set up his, and to the ignorant people, you don't know. You know nothing. Act as if, man. To know nothing is to know everything. to be willing to define everything is the definition of stupidity. Know your lane, know your... When you're in communication at one with your surroundings and your world, things come to you at the right moment when you need it, and you don't even know why. Because there's a beauty in the faith and the movement, and because everything is a mental construct. So therefore it can be bent and broken and manipulated. Therefore nothing is finite. We have the appearance of finite representation in physical items because we have solid objects. That's the only reason. It's the solidarity in the physical objects is the only thing that's solid. Where we're moving and what we're doing with these and manipulating and the thoughts and the movement. Because you got to remember there's movement in everything. So when you see some idol at rest, lump of mass, that's just a piece of the game waiting to be manipulated. But anyways, I'm not a flat earther, and I'm not a globe earther. I live, I see a lot of commonality in the earth, in our brain. There's a subconscious. There's a half of your brain that's locked off, and I feel like we're walking upon that. We're at the center of a toroidal field or something, and there's this flat plane of the split between the right and the left hemisphere, the up and the down. It's really the right and the left, or the up and the down. As above, so below. There is only an up and a down, and the right and the left is just the opposing of the up and the down. You see how things have to entwine with each other? There is only the flipped version of the up and down as the side to side. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Different observation, different dimension. In this community, with all this stuff, there's some big things are definitely going to be happening. I can feel it in the air. But, if you slowly, it's hard. You have to really persevere to keep going. Because sometimes you'll go 3 to 6 months and you get one little morsel of, good info. Like I just did. I wish I had more time to take notes and stuff, but I just don't. I'm too busy of a man. I got crap going on all the time. But man, I'll tell you, I heard them talking about that, man, and that made a big deal because I was the first to really bring up the whole fact that it's bigger than just the earth being flat and round, and there's more to it, and I believe, if anything, both, rather than one or the other. Keep your eyes open, stay aware, guys. Don't be a victim to the mind control, and I pray that anyone watching these videos suffering from any kind of bondage, you're welcome to reach out to me. I've been through a living hell. I got the answers. I can tell you how to get out of any kind of horrible feelings. And it ain't going to be what you want to hear. But if anybody wants to really get some healing, get some horrible problem, talk to me. I'll let you know the truth. And it might not be what you want to hear, but I guarantee if you listen to what I tell you, and you're honest with me about what you're dealing with, I help you annihilate that. It won't be the prettiest thing you want to take a look at, and it might hurt your feelings, but it'll be the real truth. Truth hurts sometimes, guys. I love truth, man. That's all I got to say. Please, guys, like, subscribe, and share. Help I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers because, dude, I just can't justify it, but I want to be able to stream from my phone. I don't have a computer. I don't do all this stuff. And I can't even go over like 15 minutes because my phone's a piece of junk. But I'm saving and I'm working. And when I get around to it, I'll get a laptop and a better phone. So we're working on that. If anybody wants to make any PayPal donations, it's funfortruth.me slash paypal.me/funfortruth.com. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Peace out. Bye. Like, subscribe, and share. Please.